Now, let's say we want to label a pie chart with percentages. Okay, so in that case, we need to calculate the percentage, and then we need to add an additional argument, which is labels, in order to label the specific slices in this pie chart using the percentages. So how can we do that? Okay, so the first thing that we need to do is we need to calculate the percentages. Okay, so let's say we're going to say this here is the percentage. Okay, and then we want to round this percentage, right? So what we need to do is we need to say PL underscore teams, then we're going to divide by the sign, right? And then we pass in PL underscore teams. Let's move this right. Okay, and then we multiply this by 100. So right, so this will calculate the percentages. And also we need to add labels, right? So we need to add labels. And then, so now we want to add the percentages, right? So in that case, we want to use paste function, right? So this function, what do this function is that we're going to pass in the elements and it's going to concatenate the elements together. Okay, so what we want to do first is that we want to add in the names of EPL underscore teams. Okay, and then we want to add in the percentage, right? And then we also want to display the percentage sign, right? So this paste function simply just will concatenate all of these elements that we have passed in here, which, for example, here is the name of the team, it is the percentage, and then it's the percentage sign, right? And then we are ready to create the pie chart. I'm gonna say pie, and then we're gonna pass in this data set. And what's going to follow is that we want to add in colors. Okay, and then what's going to follow now is that we want the labels. So we have to specify labels, and I'm going to say it's label. So what we have done in this case is that we want to create a pie chart, but this pie chart we want to display the percentages. Okay, so we want to label each pie slice with the percentage of the whole that slice represents. That is basically what we are doing, right? What we have done is that we have passed in the pre-calculated percentage values to the labels arguments, and in order to do that, to have our own labels, we use this paste function because we wanted to display the name, the percentage, as well as the percentage sign. And then when this comes to pi, this is the usual way we have been doing. We passed in the data, we pass in the vector of colors, and then we pass in this additional argument labels, which is going to display the percentages. And if we run this, now this here is the example of how can you label a pie chart with percentage. So you can observe from this overall survey that Liverpool FC accounts for the highest percentage, which means it is the most favored team, or it has a large number of supporters in this survey. Following is Arsenal, and then it's then it's Leeds, then it's Manchester City, then it's Chelsea, then the list is Manchester United. So these are made up numbers. They are not real in real life. Okay, this was not a study that has been done before. This is just for demonstration purposes. And I guess Manchester City is one of the most liked teams considering their back-to-back win of English Premier League. And also Chelsea, of course, is also the most liked team considering they've won the Champions League. So this is how you can create a pie chart, and you label your pie chart with percentages.